Greetings, folks. This is the Black Weasel, and today is One Piece chapter 850. So we're gonna go ahead and get right to it. This is after a week break because since this is the holidays, it'll be a good time for the author to recover from his health. So yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and get right to it. So I'm pretty sure that there'll be another week break because it'll be like Christmas, and so like the guy needs time to rest since he like sleeps 3 hours a day, and he works the rest of the time. Alright, the name of the chapter is called Ray of Hope. For the cover, alright, we have a smoker and a snake. They're both smoking cigars, and they apparently got kicked out into the smoking area on a snowy island. Now the scene takes place right after the bat in Sweet City, and somebody yells out as a bunch of people screaming out, "Ah, God," and "Whoa." And it turns out that Chopper is breaking into the real world through the use of mirrors. And Chopper says nope, and some girl yells out no with her teeth. She yells out with her dentures plopping out. And Chopper says nope. And other people on the other side of the mirror are yelling out, it's a paranormal creature. And Carrot's trying to get out as well, and she said not here, and one of the girls who was taking a shower yells like, yeah, and Chopper and the other guy both scream because of how he tries to get out, and it turns out Chopper was surprised at a tranny or some sort. And they continue scaring all the other people in Sweet City. Anyways, Chopper says, where are they? Wake up, Brulee. And it turns out they capture Brulee, and they keep asking, and Chopper asks her, where's the castle? And Chopper says, there'll be no end to this if we look for it on our own. Diesel, have you got an idea? And Diesel says, no, fucking goddamn. I'm not sure who translated this, but this is the same guys that use a lot of curse words. Anyways, Chopper Brulee says, as long as we are in physical contact with Brulee, we can freely pass through the inside and outside worlds of mirrors. I remember that Luffy and Nami were planning on heading to the castle, but I wonder if they're able to meet up with Sanji. And Chopper says this place is connected to all the mirrors that exist around Whole Cake Island, so in theory it should be easy to instantly enter the castle as well. And Chopper yells out, wake up, Brulee! And the scene changes. And now the scene changes towards Sanji's guest room, and Sanji yells out, ah, rats, I've made a rather vulgar looking bento out of usual habit. And Sanji says, pretty sure Pudding wouldn't typically eat something like this. What am I doing? And Sanji says, well, oh well, I'll eat whatever ends up being left over. And there's a flashback of Pudding and Sanji, and Pudding's feeding Sanji, and Pudding says, I can't possibly eat this much food. Here, have some too, Sanji. And Sanji says, yes, please. Ha ha ha, just kidding. And one of the soldiers asks, what's wrong, Nass, with you? And the soldier says, are you going out for a walk? And Sanji says, I suppose, yeah. Just gonna step out real quick to get some healing power from my only ray of hope in this entire world, which happens to be Pudding. Apparently. And the scene changes place, and scene changes place in the prisoner's library, and Nami is yelling out, stop it, Luffy, what do you think you're doing? And the cream guy says, opponent is struggling. And Nami yells out, quit it, you're gonna rip your hands off if you keep doing that. And it turns out that Luffy's twisting himself just so that he can snap out of his prisoner, and Luffy says, yeah, as he tries to struggles, and he yells out, that's the point. And this scene reminds me of Zoro back in Little Garden, because he got captured by Mr. 3, and he was going to chop off his legs, to get out and fight. So, anyways, Nami yells out, what? And Luffy says, do we have any other choice to get out of here? I'd rather lose a hand or two than die in a place like this. And Luffy also yells out, while we sit here and wait daydreaming for some person to come magically save us, everything will be over before we know it. And after that, Big Mom is going to come and kill us. What a joke. That's totally not how I like to meet my end. Luffy sounds pretty grown up. And Nami says, "You ever your hands off too, Nami?" And Nami yells out, "The heck is wrong with you? Hell no!" And then Luffy yells out, "No, I'll figure out your situation after I'm done. Quit making a huge fuss." And Nami says, "I don't want you to see your hands getting off, ripped out either, you freaking twat. Stop that this instant." And then Luffy yells out, "Quit complaining." And Luffy yells out, Nami yells out, "Nah, man." And she starts crying. And Luffy screams out, "Who's gonna end in a place like this?" And he continues to start bleeding because he's bleeding from the spot where Cracker was about to chop out his arm. And as the scene changes towards a third floor courtyard, and we here it is, the battle between Pedro, who is the ex-captain of the Narcs Pirates, and he happens to have a bounty of 300,008,200 berries, and Pedro's going up against the knight and fighter of the Big Mom Pirates, Baron Tamago, who also has a bounty of 400,200,900 berries. Huh? What the heck? Like he matches. He beats Luffy before he beat Doflamingo, like before his bounty was raided. That's crazy. And they both come at each other, and Pedro uses his sword while Tamago uses his legs since he's from the Long Leg tribe. And the guards start continue to look on, and Pedro was able to float for some reason, and he's about to use Electro. And there's a flashback of Pedro asking Peckhams, "Is it true that you're affiliated with the Big Mom Pirates?" And Peckhams apparently lies to him, and he says, "Pedro, Zippo." And Tamago yells out, "This time you're not getting away with losing just an eye." So we're getting some good action here. And they keep going back and forth. Pedro uses his sword again, and while Tamago, he uses his cane. I think that's a pretty stupid cane. Anyways, now this is a flashback, and I think that's Big Mom talking. She says, "You really done it now, thief." And there was a roulette thingy from chapter 833. And then, and Big Mom says, "Your friend over here spun the roulette and landed 100 years of life option for you." And Pedro says, "Zippo." Wait, was that Zippo or Beppo? Huh. Well, and it was, I think, it turns out, Pedro was crying, and, yeah, hold up. And Big Mom says, "This fellow over here had 30 years left, though. Come, hand over this remaining 70 years of your life." And it turns out, Zippo, is officially dead because, Big Mom uses her, devil fruit and she took away 30 years of his life. And I know that for a fact that he's a brother of Beppo because they nearly had the same names. And Tamago says, "You're incapable of reaching nearly as far as I can, Bon." And Tamago says, on top of that, and Tamago says, "I'm wearing ties that prevent Electro from working on my body." That's goofy. And Peckhams says, "Growl, Mama, he's like a brother to me." And so the Peckhams is crying over the loss of Zippo. That's kind of pretty sad. And Big Mom says, "Quit sounding like a baby, Peckhams. Fine, I rounded down a decade. I'm still furious at you for robbing Tamago of an eye, though. So fess up 60 years, kid." Oh my god. Oh,
sorry, you're done.
Not yet. Hold up. Shh. There's like 7 more pages. Anyways, Peckhams, he rips out his eyes and he says, "And then how's this? I can't die here. The dawn of this world is near. I must return to my country." He's referring towards Inuyasha and Nekomamushi. And Big Mom says, "I'm loving that spirit of yours. I decided to let you off the hook with just 50 years. Go on, live." And Tamago kicks the hell out of Pedro's face and uses leg Benedict. And he sends Pedro flying. And he calls out blood, and I think, and now Pedro's down on his knees, like he's falling to the ground. And Tamago says, "Answer me, Bon. Pedro, why'd you ever return? Why would you ever return to the hellish land where you lost your partner and 50 whole years of a precious life?" Pedro said, "The Straw Hat Pirates are saviors of my precious hometown. Judging from this, I truly believe that they are the people who will cause the world to transition into its dawn. Those people will one day even surprise even the likes of us and change the world." And Tamago has the question mark. And Pedro says, "With thoughts like this in mind, I don't feel the least bit of regret for throwing away the remainder of my life like this. Don't get me wrong, though. I definitely don't plan on dying in this spot." And Pedro says, "Until the Straw Hats manage to reach their goals in this land." And Pedro yells out, "I have no intention of dying here." And he uses his tail as a spring. And he jumps hard as hell. And he slices Baron Tamago's body in half. Like he has an egg-shaped body. He just slices it in half. And that's the end of that. Anyways, now the scene changes towards in front of Pudding's room. And somebody yells out, "No, come on." And the talking door says, "No, idiot. Lady Pudding is busy right now." And Sanji says, "It'll take me a second to hand her a gift." And the talking door says, "No, you idiot. I won't let you. Open up. Now go away." And Sanji remembers in his head, if I remember correctly, Pudding's room had a balcony. And Sanji opened up the door, and he says, "Haha, I'll just hand her the stuff through the window." And Sanji thinks to himself, maybe it'll be a bit rude for me to intrude on her privacy and all. And Sanji says, "But I mean, we are getting married tomorrow, so I say it'd be acceptable even if I end up witnessing her in the middle of changing, or even just completely naked." Now the scene and Sanji's pitter-pattering, and somebody says, "Foo foo foo foo." And Sanji has the question explanation point bubble, and Sanji is thinking to himself, "Wow, that's fantastic. Seems like she's in a good enough mood to laugh." And Sanji says, "There she is, my adorable little Pudding." And Pudding's laughing, "Ha ha ha." And Sanji's thinking to himself, who she's talking with? And Sanji sees through the mirror, and he thinks to himself, "Ryuji, why is she here?" And Sanji's wondering what's going on, and Pudding's laughing, "Ah ha ha, how funny." And Sanji says, "Huh?" And it turns out Pudding's laughing, "Quit dreaming, you fool. Me marrying that little punk. And oh my gosh, she has 3 eyes." Of course, it is just the same girl from chapter 651. And Pudding yells, "Never in a billion years." What the heck? That was a scary page. Pudding says, "I'm one of Mama's favorites, you know. She especially loves how good I am at acting. She's been pampering for so much lately that I'm actually starting to get a little sick of her. But Mama asked me to trick that man. I knew it would be such an easy task. The charge ended up being quite simple-minded too. My family members are the only ones who know my true nature." And I think Ryuji got captured in some way. Anyways, the scene changes back towards the prisoner's library. And Nami continues to yell out, "Luffy, stop. You're seriously going to injure yourself." And Luffy yells out, "Freaking Pudding. I'll never forgive her either." And there's a flashback of Pudding said, "Don't worry, I won't be marrying Sanji." And Pudding said, "Listen, the reason why I'll never marry him is because that snot-nosed idiot who's head over heels for me right now is gonna get shot to death by me during the wedding ceremony." And Pudding reveals her 3rd eye, and she also says, "You kids aren't gonna get out of here alive either." And Luffy's very shocked at what happened in the flashback. And Pudding also says, "Hold on." Ugh. Now Luffy says, "Hold on, Pudding. What the hell are you saying?" And Pudding says, "Goodbye, you filthy little rats." And Luffy says that bastard was planning on tricking us from the start. And Luffy yells out, "What did ever Sanji do to her?" That freaking bitch. Anyways, the scene changes towards Pudding's room, and Pudding's laughing, ha ha ha, you're all naive. And you army says, stay in your dreams like the idiots you are. And Pudding explains to Riju that Mama's aim from the start is to get her hands on a clonable army. She needs to get her hands on the science you are in possession of. And Riju says, what a beautiful personality you have. And Pudding also said, oh, are you trying to diss me now? If you have nothing nice to say, I won't listen to a word you say. And Riju is really captured by the jail thingy. Anyways, Pudding says, the entirety of the kingdom is parked right here within our territory. It's just as it's planned with bait as sweet as Sanji. It's no wonder we managed to lure in all you puny flies. During the wedding tomorrow, know that we are planning massacring the entire Milk family. And there's a lightning strike, and Sanji is shocked at what's happening, and that's the end of that. That's the end of chapter 850. Oh my god. And 50 more chapters until 900. So that's the end.